जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, यमुना तीरा वनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, ISKCON संस्थापकाचार्य विभिन्न संस्थापकाचार्य हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavatasevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from Canto 3, Chapter 10, entitled as Divisions of the Creation, text number 12. Kindly repeat after me. Vishwam ve brahmatan matram sanstitam Vishnu mayaya Ishwarena parichinnam Kalena vyaktamurtina Vishwam ve brahmatan matram Sanstitam Vishnu mayaya Ishwarena parichinnam Kalena vyaktamurtina Vishwam ve brahmatan matram Samstitam Vishnu mayaya Ishwarena parichinnam Kalena vyaktamurtina Samstitam Vishnu mayaya Matajis. Word to word meaning, kindly repeat after me. Vishwam, the material phenomenon. Vai, certainly. Brahma, the supreme. Tatmatram, the same as. Samstitam, situated. Vishnu mayaya, by the energy of Vishnu. Ishwarena, by the personality of Godhead. Parichinnam, separated. Kalena, by the eternal time. Avyakta, unmanifested. Murtina, by such a feature. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charan Arvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the cosmic manifestation is separated from the Supreme Lord as material energy by means of Kala, which is the unmanifested impersonal feature of the Lord. It is situated as the objective manifestation of the Lord under the influence of the same material energy of Vishnu. Purport: as stated previously by Narada before Vyasdev in Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st Canto, 5th chapter, 20th verse, Idam hi vishwam Bhagavan ivetaraha. This manifested world is the self-same personality of Godhead, but it appears to be something else beyond or besides the Lord. It appears so because of its being separated from the Lord by means of Kala. It is something like the tape recorded voice of a person who is now separated from the voice. As the tape recording is situated on the tape, so the whole cosmic manifestation is situated on the material energy and appears separate by means of Kala. The material manifestation is therefore the objective manifestation of the Supreme Lord and exhibits his impersonal feature, so much adored by impersonalist philosophers. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Sri Guru Dinatarinam Sri Chaitanyeshwaram Paramanandamadhavam Asaduna sadudadain Atinicho chatakara Hanamum cha kadachin Premnamat kantavyaspura. Hare Krishna. So I would like to welcome you all in our daily Srimad Bhagavatam class. I seek blessings from all the Vaishnavas so that I can speak on this subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Here, in this section of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Shri Vidura is asking the question to Maitreya Muni to describe about the time, the Kala feature of the Lord. How Kala is affecting this world, how Kala is generated, and how Kala is represented by the Lord. So here it is mentioned that Kala or time is impersonal feature of the Lord. And the nature of devotee is to see the Lord when time is changing. So that is the feature of a devotee. That devotee accepts both the form of the Lord, personal form of the Lord and impersonal form of the Lord. And therefore, to see the changes of time as the same Lord is the beauty of a devotee. So when Bhishma Dev was lying on the bed of arrows, and all the Pandavas, when they came to see Bhishma Dev along with Lord Krishna brought them there. And in that situation, Bhishma Dev speaks this to Yudhishthir Maharaj that Sarvakala kritam manne bhavatam cha yadapriyam sapalo yadavase loko vayoriva ghanavali. Yudhishthir Maharaj is dejected. Now he doesn't want to rule, thinking himself to be the cause of the devastation took place on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And he himself has gone through so many reverses in his own life. And he is seeing this devastation is another reversal in his life. Bhishma Dev is going through a major reversal in his own life. The one who has been never saw any defeat in any battle is lying on the bed of arrows. That Bhishma Dev, who defeated the great Parshuram who had defeated 21 generations of Kshatriyas single-handedly. To that Parshuram, Bhishma has defeated. That Bhishma Dev is lying on the bed of arrows. Time has changed. And now, he is telling Yudhishthir Maharaj that, oh, Yudhishthir Maharaj, whatever unfavorable happened to you, it is just because of time. This time has influence over everyone. Sapalo yadvashe loko. Now here divisions of creation has been mentioned. So all the divisions, Sapalo means all the masters of these divisions, they are under the grip of this time. Sapalo yadvashe. No one is spared, whether the place or the ruler of the places. Both are under the grip of time. And he gives a beautiful analogy of Vayor iva ghanavali. Just like a powerful wind scatters the clouds, similarly, all our plans, all our desires is been thrown apart by the powerful time. Here wind is invisible and clouds are visible. Similarly, the time is invisible and things are visible. Isn't it? So we can see the time in the changes happening in the world, changes happening in our own lives. This is how we can see the time. One time, a bus was moving, and as usual, it was very packed. So, old lady entered into the bus, and it was jam-packed, no seat left. So, she stood in the bus. But driver felt compassion that she is old, now she should be given a seat. So, he asked her to sit on the bonnet. It's where engine is kept, and that bonnet, the seat is very hot. So she sat for some time. And after 2 stops went by, a beautiful girl, a young girl also boarded in the bus. And seeing the beautiful girl, 2-3 people stood up and started offering a seat to her. But she was feeling shy that how to sit. And the old lady was watching all this. So, as seeing her reluctance, she spoke to her in Hindi. अरे बैठ जा, बाद में तो बोनेट पर ही बैठना है. So, the change. She is seeing the change. When she entered the bus, nobody was ready to offer a seat. Similarly, in our life too, time changes. And I always think about this. Time changes, and also it changes people's exchanges. Time changes people's exchanges. How people treat you when time is bad, and how people treat you when time is good. So this is what good time and bad time brings to you, all of us. And that's what Bhishma Dev is saying to Yudhishthir Maharaj, that you need not have to lament for what has been done. You had gone through a reverses in your life. And now it is a turn of those who put you in the reversals. They had gone through reverses in their life now. You need not have to lament. Because just see the power of time. That Bhishmadev says that Yatra dharma suto rajan gada panir vrkodara Krishna stri gandivam chapam surit Krishnas tato vipad. How can you understand the time at all? Because just see, you are spiritually as well as materially fully equipped. Yudhishthira Maharaj himself was a dharma personified. And he had a powerful brother, Bhima, and Arjuna. Another brother, Arjuna. Krishna's three Gandivam. Here Krishna refers to Arjuna. Arjuna's one another name was Krishna. So who was holding the Gandiva? And in front of Gandiva, in front of Arjuna, even a great demons fell dead. With that Gandiva, Krishna fought with Lord Shiva, who is a Mahakal, isn't it? But, and moreover, Bhishma says, even Krishna was on your side. Krishna is with you. Still, you had to see reversals. And Prabhupada writes a beautiful purport. These three shlokas, if anyone is going through very difficult time, just read these three shlokas and it makes sense. Such a beautiful purport of these three shlokas. I'll read that part of it. Prabhupada writes, Kala is identical with the Lord himself. And therefore, the influence of Kala indicates the inexplicable wish of the Lord himself. There is nothing to be lamented when matter is beyond the control of any human being. So when matter is beyond human control, one should not lament that I could have done that, I could have done that. Why didn't this happen? It is inexplicable wish of the Lord himself. And when we understand this, that this time, whatever I am facing, is inexplicable wish of the Lord, then we know how to deal with the time. Because even a great souls, great philosophers are unable to understand what this time is all about and how it is working. Nahi yasya karhi chidrajan puman ved vidit sitam yad jidnyasaya yukta muyanti kavayo apihi. Muyanti kavayo api. The great intellectuals are bewildered by seeing the ways time works. So if we try to analyze time and why this is happening, that analysis will definitely make us paralysis to do anything else. And therefore, what devotees have done, not to fight with the time, but to understand the wish of the Lord behind the time. So Srimad Bhagavatam gives two beautiful examples of personalities whose death was announced before they understand. in the beginning, in the prior, they were given notice about their death. There are two personalities. And the reactions of these two personalities are completely different. The first personality is Parikshit Maharaj, who was given notice of his death. Within 7 days, you will die. And his reaction to this notice was amazing. Another personality, I'll come to it. So Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard the curse thrown upon him, his first reaction, his first thought was, actually it is good. Tasyaiva me agasya paravaresho vyasakta chittasya graheshva bhikshnamam nirvedamulo dvijashaparupo yatra prasakto bhayamasu dhatte. Actually, I am the sinful wretch. Tasyaiva me agasya vyasakta chittasya graheshva bhishnamam. And I am attached to the family life. He is also thinking that I am the offender of a Brahmana. And this is very good that this Brahmana boy has given me curse. Actually, that curse is a Krishna's form, which has come to detach me out of fear. Detach me from this world, from this position, what I have received. So this is his thought, that what he's seeing, the changes of time as a form of Krishna. And he's thinking that what I have become attached to this world through this position, out of fear, I will give up this attachment. That is what Krishna's mercy is. This is his first reaction, or we can say response. That Krishna, you have come in the form of this curse to make me detach. The second thing what he does is, he takes shelter. Tamopayantam pratiyantu vipra ganga cha devi dhrita chittamishe dvijopasrishta kuhakastakshako va dashatvalam gayata vishnu gatha. So, second thing he does is, he takes surrender of the representative of the Lord, or the Lord who is in another form. He says, oh Vipras, all O Brahmanas, let me take shelter of this Ganga Devi, who is the representative of the Lord. And let my mind get fixed in chanting the glories of the Lord. And by this, what is happening? He is becoming fearless. He is not fearful. He is saying, let that, if I'm taking shelter and surrendering to the representative of the Lord and engaging myself in hearing and chanting the holy name and the glories of the Lord, then let anything comes, that magical things, what Brahmana boy has been created, let that takshaka come. I am not fearful of anything of this. This is his response. And finally, he says that even if I have to take birth next time, I am not fearful of death right now and not the birth in future. What he's saying? Punascha bhuyad bhagavati anante rati prasangas tada ashraeshu mahastu yam yam upayami srishtim maitri astu sarvatra namo dijebhya. Maitri astu sarvatra namo dijebhya. So he's asking for three things. First is unflinching attachment to the lotus feet of the Lord. Attachment to the devotees of the Lord. Rati prasangat tada ashrayeshu. And third thing he's asking is Maitri astu sarvatra namo dijebhya. Friendship to the all living entities. He's been cursed. So it was a natural that he should have a anger towards the person who has cursed. But what he is saying? Maitri, let friendship with all, every living entity. And that is the nature of a devotee. He is always compassionate. And that is his nature. Once Srila Prabhupada was taken to Switzerland. And Switzerland is considered as a heaven on the earth. A beautiful country. So devotees took Prabhupada to a beautiful park there, St. Maurice Park. And as Prabhupada was moving, Prabhupada said, this is not St. Maurice Park. This is St. Helish Park. Why? Because there is no preaching happening here. So, this is the compassion. Wherever a devotee goes, he is always seeing that how this suffering living entity can get connected to Krishna. So he doesn't matter. And the same Prabhupada was in Bauri, which is the materially was very, very downtrodden, hellish place. But their preaching was happening, and what Prabhupada was saying, I can experience Krishna in this Bauri. So this is the mood and the nature of a devotee. So time doesn't affect them, or the place doesn't affect them. What we see in this Parikshit Maharaja's case. And another personality who received the notice of his death is Kamsa. Kamsa was also informed that the 8th child, Ashtamo Garbha, Pati Pragrahinam Kamsam Abhasyaha Sharirava Asyastvam Ashtamo Garbho Hantayam Vadase Abudha. So that when unembodied voice spoke to Kamsa, that Ashtamo Garbha, the 8th progeny, it was not said male or female. Will be the cause of your death. Abudha, O unintelligent. So that voice spoke to Kamsa, you are unintelligent. You are carrying a lady whose 8th progeny will be the cause of your death. And see the Kamsa's reactions to this voice. This situation. So as soon as Kamsa heard that, what Kamsa did? Kamsa wanted to remove the cause of his death as soon as possible, immediately. Iti ukta sakala papo bhojanam kulapamshana bhagini hantum arabdham khadgapani kache grahit. Taking sword in his hand, pani now. He was holding reins of the chariot. And now immediately giving up those reins, he caught the hairs of Devaki, about to cut her head with the sword in his hand. Ukta khala. Khala means envious. And papa means sinful. So if we see Parikshit Maharaj, when he was given curse, he himself considered that I am the sinful person, Aghasya. And instead of becoming envious towards the object of his death, what he was asking? Friendliness to all living entities. Here, immediately, the mood of Kamsa is that he was envious. He became envious. He was loving towards Devaki, and as soon as when he heard, he became envious. And Shukdev Goswami is calling him Khala or Papo, sinful. He is not thinking sinful himself. He is thinking, I am the righteous. I am the righteous one. I am the right. And what is been called? Bhojanam Kula Pamshana. That person who is degraded in the family of the Bhoja. Bhoj dynasty, who is exalted dynasty, which is the exalted dynasty. Just like Raghukul is there, the great dynasty. Similarly, Yadukul is there. And what is been called? Kula Pamshana. To his, when he heard this announcement, his reactions, his mood, his attitude changed. He thought he can fight the time. He thought himself to be more powerful than the time. And as Kamsa was trying to fight more, the time was tightening his noose harder. So more we try to fight with the time, more time grips us harder. And what we see in the life of Kamsa. Parikshit Maharaj became fearless by accepting the changes of time. And Kamsa became more fearful by fighting with the time. And he was inspired to do Jugupsitam Karmanam. In that fear, what he was doing? He was doing most abominable activities. And that abominable activities was creating that noose of a time harder. Jugupsitam Karmana. Parikshit Maharaj, he took shelter of devotees and the Lord and his glories. Here, he took shelter of his own power. Parikshit Maharaj was also king. He could have taken shelter of his power. Nushisham nirapatrapam. Very cruel. Kamsa became very cruel. And nirapatrapam. Shameless. He was ready to kill his own sister. And somehow Vasudevji saved Devaki, but he continued to kill the innocent children of Devaki. Therefore, he was called Nrushansa. Very cruel. So, these are two striking examples how a devotee, the attitude of a devotee to the changes of time, an attitude of a materialistic to the changes of the time. A materialistic see the changes of time an enemy, and a devotee sees changes of time as the blessings of the Lord. And we all have to face that change in our life. So, a devotee respects the time. And how does he respect the time? By taking shelter, by surrendering himself. The irony in this world is we all want time, isn't it? We all want time. If there will be more time, and if you ask anyone, थोड़ा और समय मिल जाए तो अच्छा रहेगा, है ना? They say. But it is also seen that people waste the time the most. Isn't it? We want more time, but people also waste time like it is amply available. So what devotee does is devotee respects the time. And whenever, when bad time comes in our lives, and when we understand that with all the means I cannot counteract this time, so what devotee follows? Tam titikshasva bharata. He tolerates, knowing that this time will also pass. You know? Tolerance is a humility in action. Just like anger is an envy in action. When somebody is angry, and here comes why is called Khala envious? Because he became angry. Out of that envy, he became angry and was about to kill Devaki. So the devotee, his anger is a product of envy, that anger. And now devotee, the Parikshit Maharaj, the tolerance is a humility in action. When we tolerate something, knowing very well that it is a Krishna's plan, knowing well that it is Krishna who is coming in this way, then what happens is that we get clarity how to face this situation. And with all the juggling what we do to understand why this is happening and why it is happening to me, when that sincere surrender, when sincere tolerance takes place, then Krishna gradually reveals why this is happening to you, why this is happening to someone. When we understand that It's very nice. Once, I think Chaitanya Prabhu said this. When we understand, actually, my story is part of Krishna's story, isn't it? Then we understand, oh, Krishna has a plan for me. My life story is a part of Krishna's story. Now when we read about such personalities like Kunti Maharani, Pandavas, various devotees, what they have gone through, it was Krishna's plan. We feel happy, oh, they were part of Krishna's story. And therefore, they come in Bhagavatam, they come in Krishna, they come in various scriptures. Because it is Krishna's story. And their life story has become Krishna's story. And when we also understand this, that my story, my life story is Krishna's story, then we are ready to cooperate with Krishna's will. We don't see time or Krishna as our enemy, but we see Krishna as our well-wisher. When we see that time as our well-wisher. Because once, I think Brajbihari Prabhu gave this example. Time is like a Narayanastra. In Mahabharata, Ashwatthama used this Narayanastra against Pandavas. And the beauty of Narayanastra is that if you fight it, its fierceness increases more and more. So Ashwatthama threw Narayanastra. Nobody knew how to counteract except Krishna. And Krishna told everyone on the Pandava side, if you have to fight Narayanastra, you have to bow down. Except one person, Bhima. Everyone bowed down. Bhima was fighting with Narayanastra. But what was happening? The intensity of Narayanastra was increasing. Krishna and Arjuna and other Pandavas, other generals have to forcefully made Bhima bow down in front of Narayanastra. And that Narayanastra became peaceful. Similarly, time is also like Krishna's Narayanastra. Kansa was trying to fight with the Narayanastra, but it was becoming more fierce, more powerful, more intense. And finally, Kamsa had to get killed by Krishna. And here, Parikshit Maharaj, by taking shelter, by bowing down to the will of the Lord, is setting a great example for all of us that how to face time in this world and respect Krishna in the form of time. So I would like to stop here. If anyone has any doubt, any question, we can take it. I'll just recap what we have discussed today. We discussed, yes. I'll just recap what we have discussed, and then you can ask that. So in this shloka, time is explained as a impersonal feature of the Lord. And we started discussing about how a devotee is seeing Krishna's both the form, personal form and impersonal form. And how Bhishmadev is explaining about the feature, this time, the feature of the time, that it's more powerful for everyone in this world is under the grief of the time. No matter what, how spiritually or materially we are empowered, but in front of time, everyone has to bow down. No one can understand the nature of time. And also we discussed about two personalities who got notice of their death and their response. How Parikshit Maharaj responded and how Kamsa reacted. These two personalities had received announcement about their death. Parikshit Maharaj took shelter of our devotees who took shelter of Krishna's glories, holy name. Similarly, we all have to take those things. Not to fight with the time, but by taking shelter of the holy name of the Lord, glories of the Lord. And this is how we pass through the difficult time in our life, the changes of time. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. First that and then. Mic is coming. Mic is coming.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
If because Kamsa was informed through Akashvani that Devki's eighth son would kill him. So Kamsa was trying to kill Devki only. If he would have killed Devki, there is a famous Hindi proverb that Devki ko mara hota to na rehta baans na bajti bansuri.
Yes.
So what comment you would like to make from Krishna consciousness standpoint? And if Kamsa would have Kamsa would have abstained from killing Devki's offsprings, what would have been the case?
The two things which you are asking is, first is, why didn't Kamsa kill Devki itself? And second thing is, I didn't get the second one.
If Kamsa would have let Devki's sons live, what would have been the case?
What would have been the case? Oh. So the first thing, Kamsa, why he stopped not killing Devki? Because two things. One is his own name and fame, because he was also very much attached to his name and fame. If he would have killed a lady, that would have been a blot on his reputation. कि अरे ये एक औरत से डर गया. So one of the argument is also given by Vasudev that are you are such a great hero, what this lady can do to you. So that made him sense. Yeah, I am losing my reputation. And also he was proud of his own powers, that I can deal with Ashtama Garbha, let it come. By killing that Garbha itself, I can mitigate my problem. So that was his thought process. Therefore, he did not kill Devki. And also, he showed his trust on Vasudev, that he will deliver the child as soon as it is born. So in that way, he felt fearless, or he thought that I can counteract the problem itself. So therefore, he did not kill Devki and allowed her to leave. Second thing, if Kamsa would not have killed, what would have been the case? So just like we are hearing other personalities, how they took shelter of Krishna, that way he would have been glorified. That yes, instead of fighting the time, he took shelter of Lord Krishna, or took shelter of the Lord, and his life would have been glorious. Is that clear, Prabhuji? Thank you. So so that what I was telling, that he was also attached to his reputation. That and also he was proud of his powers, that I can deal with the situation in future also. Why to get my name blotted by killing a lady? So therefore he allowed. So his pride allowed him to let the Devki leave. Okay? Next question.
You have said that the remedy is against any problem to surrender to the God. Whether we should not make any effort.
I also told that when all other efforts fail, that time we should understand this is the will of the Lord. Of course, when we are falling sick, we should go to doctor. It is not that I have to surrender to Krishna. First, try to get consultation, take medicine, and even after taking medicine, disease persists, then we should understand that this is Krishna's will.
Thank you, sir.
So, yes, we all have to take measures. When those measures also fail, then that time we should humbly accept that अभी तो ये भगवान का ही इच्छा है. Is that clear? Okay. Thank you all very much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि 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 बोल.